Dinhi pinaagi sa atong Teatro Abatan, sa ulog sa Abatan. Maunya ang mahimong gamay nga binhi nga atong itisok para ang atong mga artist sa lalawigan sa Bohol adunay venue para sa ilang mga cultural presentations and expressions of the art. Atong makita unya dinhi ang nagkalain-lain nga pasundayag, dili lang mga bulanon ang atong patanahon niini kundi laki pusab ang atong mga bisita o dumuduong. As you know, and as we have already narrated to you time and again, labi na sa atong mga kaigsunan nga niya sa mga kalungsuran, sa Tampi, sa Suba, ang atong Abatan River Project, labi na ang atong Community Life Tour, is intended actually to help preserve the environment, preserve Abatan, and at the same time, highlight the history, the culture, and the life of the Boholanos, labi na sa mga kalungsuran nga niya sa atong Abatan. Unya gawas niya na, we also dream of making our economic enterprises stronger here. Mga negosyo nga ginagmay, mga ginegosyo nga maghatag og trabaho o kapanginabuhian sa atong mga katawhan. Tungod kay atong kanunay giingon, kinahanglan ang turismo, dunay diretso nga epekto ngadto sa livelihood o panginabuhi. Ang turismo kinahanglan dunay positibo nga influensya sa panarbaho. Kinahanglan ang turismo dunay dako nga impact sa paghawas sa kalisod sa atong mga katawhan nga naausab sa atong tagsa-tagsa ka mga dapit. Kung tonight, our other positive advantage of developing the Abatan Community Life Tour and coming up with our cultural program is to give value even more to Filipino and Boholano culture, developing the talents of the young people and giving them an opportunity to express themselves and express ourselves as Boholanos and as a people. So tonight, I would like to congratulate everyone who have made this event possible, to all those who helped in the success of the Tourism Summit nga atong gitakupan ganiha, and to all those who really moved, did not leave any stone unturned to make this event a success. Special mention to Gardy Laban, pakpaka na to si Gardy. Ang tanan nga nag-train sa atong cultural collectives, apil na silang NITS po sa nga sa una pang panahon nagtinabangay si Gardy of NITS o kang ilang grupo. And of course, our head of the culture and arts of the province of Bohol, nang ikit butalid, pagpaka na to sila sa ilang tinabangay kanunay. O sa tanan nga mga artists, dili na to mahingan lang silang tanan, pero nasayod ta nga dako kaayo ang ilang mga paningkamot aron mahimo kining atong Abatan Theater. Abatan River and the theater will really make possible sa atong damgo nga maghimo usab og Abatan Ecological Museum, a living museum for everyone, for the Boholanos, our school children, o sa tanan nga mobisita dinhi sa ato. Akong iusbon sa tanan, welcome to the show, welcome to this beautiful evening, and enjoy communing with nature. Daghang salamat, kumain gabi.
Thank you very much, Governor. And ladies and gentlemen, from the town of Cortes to the province of Bohol, now let's move out to another message from my former boss, who is still my boss right now. The representative of the 1st District of Bohol, former Governor, now Congressman Renel Lopez Relampagas.
Thank you, Ray. May gabi na itong tanan. Our most honored guest, the good-looking Secretary of the Department of Tourism, hatagan ito masipag pagpat, Secretary Bertie Lim. Kung inyong tanawon sa Secretary Bertie Lim, sigurado ko nga all of you would agree with me. 150% sa akong giingon nga good-looking. Muna yung diferensya na mong duha. Siya good-looking, ako looking good lang yun. Our Honorable Governor, Ed Chato, and his lady, Poresa, and only daughter, Tricia. the members of the DOT family here with us tonight, our municipal mayors, led by our host mayor, Asmin, and of course, the president of the League of Municipalities, Mayor May Imboy, the provincial officials who are here with us, our officials coming from the other national government agencies who are our partners in Bohol's quest for development. We have here with us a representative from the NCCA, Ms. Marichu Tilano. Of course, ang ato mga kaigsuunan sa nagalain nga mga kalungsuran nga naglangkob aning atong Abatan River Development Management Council, mga kaigsuunan nato sa lungsod sa Cortez, sa Balilihan, Katibian, Antiquera o Paribohok, ang atong mga partners gikan sa mga NGOs led by Process Foundation, as well as the different people's organizations who are here with us, atong mga kaigsoonang bulanon nga niya dinhi, kaninyong tanan sa makausapa, maayong gabi! Ang Ginoo mala kaninyo. Walay usa ka butang nga dita angay malimot sa atong makagagahom, sa atong Ginoo, kaya kinyong nabantayan, pila na kadlaw walay undang ang ulan. But tonight, because we're having this very, very important activity, niya gayon, giduyugan ta sa kaitasan. Wapo kayo atong panahon, naapagyon ang atong natural lighting. No? Diya sa ibabaw, makita ninyo ang atong bulan, makita ninyo ang atong mga bituon, o labaw po niya na makita nato og unsa kanindot o kalami ang atong Abatan River nga kinuyugan sa daghan kayong mga aninipot. Mauna nga kita mga bulanon, angay ta magpasalamat aning daghang mga grasya nga gihatag sa makagagahom sa atong probinsya o sa atong mga katawhan. Kay mao kini yawi sa atong kalampusan, sa atong mga pangandoy, sa atong mga panglantaw, nga tikaron nato ang atong lalawigang bulanon nga mahimo usa ka prime eco-cultural tourism destination in this country. We planted that seed more than 10 years ago when we crafted and adopted our vision for Bohol to make Bohol as the prime eco-cultural tourism destination in the country. Have a balanced agro-industrialization with a high regard for the care of the environment. And this vision has now evolved because it has now been enhanced under the administration of my good friend, the Governor, Edgar Chato. And we look forward to more developments like this. Sama aning atong kalambuan karon nga niya na ta dinhi sa Abatan River, atong saksihan ang usa ka presentasyon sa Teatro Abatan nga usa ka ecological theater group, nga usa ka unique nga grupo dinhi sa ato nga probinsya o sa atong nasod nga Pilipinas. We have this dream of ultimately developing the Abatan River into becoming a living ecological museum. Perhaps dili siguro po manghambog og atong dugangan na, no? Paningkamutan nato nga ma-institutionalize nato kana, ma-sustain nato kana maungdanggo. Pinaagi siguro kay inyo man kung gipili isip inyong representante in the House of Representatives in the Congress of the Philippines, I will see to it nga magpanday kong usa ka balaodnon declaring the Abatan River as a living ecological museum in this country. And we hope that we can get the support, the full support, and I have no doubt on that, from Secretary Bertie Lim, because as the good secretary will soon discover, as he slowly savor and experience what Bohol has to offer, at the end of the day, he will agree with me that indeed Bohol got it on. So, Mr. Secretary, thank you for your visit, and I look forward to more successes and accomplishments for this great province of ours. Thank you and good evening to one and all.
We have perhaps today the biggest congregation of all artists all over Bohol. We have the top of the crop artists, and we would like to acknowledge them. We saw a lot of them at the back. Ladies and gentlemen, to give us an introduction to this evening's repertoire, we would like to call on the creative director of Teatro Abatan together with architect Nino Gidaben. Let's call on and let's welcome, help me welcome rather, Mr. Lutgardo Laban.
Good evening to everybody, our honored guests and fellow Boholanos. Lights, please. Okay, we will just brief you very shortly about what you will see. You will see a series of short shows from the 6 groups that we had trained to be performing in the different stops of the Abatan River. The Abatan River cruise will take you into 5 towns, and our visitors will be stopping at each stop, and they will see short live performances from the cultural groups of each town. Tonight, for this special show, we have gathered all of them to share with you some of these little shows, and in between, you will see some other performing artists outside of the Abatan River. And with me is architect, theater artist, Nino Gidaben, or German Janus Nino Gidaben, who will co-explain with me the concept of this ecological theater. Nino? Provincial government and the NCCA and all the other people's organizations in the different towns. And Nino, who will be representing Bohol next week in Czechoslovakia in an international exhibit of production design or theater architecture. He will be presenting this model to an international exhibit at the Prague Quadriennale. Okay, together with about 10 theater designers of the Philippines. Palakpakan po natin si Nino.
Yeah, good evening to our visitors. Welcome to Bohol, Secretary Alberto Lim. Good evening, Governor Edgar Teatro. Good evening, Congressman Rene Lampagos, and the rest of the officials. Now, let me just do this very short because I'm sure you're very excited with the performances. So this will be the Teatro Abatan, an ecological performing center. I'll just present to you some of the same package which other countries also have. So we have the Jibao Arts and Cultural Center in New Caledonia. This is near New Zealand, which they have on a mangrove area also. And in Hangzhou, Westlake Theater, China, which Sir Gardi went last year. And this is the theater on the lake. So we have also platforms, and they even dance on water.
About 100 dancers dancing on the lake.
And this is very famous also in Singapore, the Songs of the Sea in Sentosa Island, which they have the lights and sounds spectacle. Now for our Abatan River, this is our existing site. This is what you can see during the daytime. And we will be putting a little redevelopment, at least enhancing the place. As you can see, these are floating rafts, or these modules. As you can see, this is just a sample. This floating raft here, which can be rearranged according to the requirements of any performance during the night. And this part here, which we are sitting, which you are sitting also, is the audience area, and which is also a park during the day. And this is the existing tourist center, or the big structure at your back. This is facing from the road, and we will be putting hydroponics. These are soil-less plants. which will buffer the noise from the road because we are very near the highway, and in which if we have performances, we don't want to be disturbed by